What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to show some love to Black Widow. We're actually going to tier 4 Black Widows, see what kind of difference there is between having her at level 80 and tier 4 in her. And I got an extremely good build on my Black Widow currently right now. I mean, we have 49,000 physical attack. I do have 70% physical attack on my cards. Pretty much max stats, even her dodge is maxed out. Her critical rate is a little bit low. And we do have Urus on her. We do have just 2 Odin's Blessings, but these physical attack Urus are at Mythic. And of course, all of her skills are at 6. And whenever you get this tier 4, guys, this is actually higher than this, depending on the tier 4 that you use with the character or tier 3 that you use with the character. But this evades, really going to help her survivability. And this increased damage goes up much higher than this 35%. This is going to make a big difference in her damage. And really, that survivability is a big bonus because you'll notice that whenever you face high levels with Black Widow, she can die actually relatively easy, even though she has an insane heal on her 5th skill. This is a really awesome heal. 30% recovery is nice. It is huge, but she just takes so much damage in these high levels. And to be fair, most characters do. I know her tap is only a 5. She does fully awakened power ring rock hit. She does have an artifact on her. 11% chance to dodge all attacks, which is nice, right? A little extra survivability right there. And then we're running a Brilliant CTB Destruction. The reason that I'm running a Brilliant, and this is a very good roll Brilliant, is it increases damage dealt to ball size by 200%, right? We got a 230% proc on this. The reason that I'm running this is because I'm trying to push against Knull. She also has a Mythic uniform, and I'll show you the amount of damage that we're doing right now against Knull, right? I'm trying to do stage 80, and you guys can look at my recommended value here. I'm in the red, the recommended resist, I'm in the red, and you need superhero human female. Well, guess what? Good old Black Widow fits that description. And yes, Kamala could probably do this, but on my account, very, very tough, guys. Super, super tough, right? But Black Widow, because she's got that level 80, she has a big, big advantage. Although Kamala can use White Fox, to be fair, but still, guys, it's really, really tough. And the truth is, I really want to have Black Widow at tier 4 anyways, because she's going to really add the points that I'm getting in ABX and ABL. That's a big reason that I want to level her up. And to be honest, guys, I'm kind of on this trend where I've taken Iron Man to tier 4, I've taken Hulk to tier 4. I would like to kind of keep this theme of the Avengers getting the first tier 4s up. I mean, maybe after Black Widow, I'll go ahead and do Thor, because whenever you take Thor to tier 4, you're going to see a huge improvement in your ABX scores, guys. He really does make a big, big difference when he is at tier 4. And, you know, I'm going to be using Echo's leadership because this is just an insane leadership for speed types, right? I mean, I've already done one run where I used She-Hulk. She-Hulk is a stronger leadership, but this debuff is nice. It really, really helps survivability big time, right? We don't need any more dodge strikers because we're at a level 80, right? We're just going to use increased damage to supervillains. Now, I am playing on my emulator, and I'm just going to show you guys, just how strong she is right now. We're just going to do the first phase against Knull. And it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, honestly, Black Widow plays very, very well with a proc. I might go ahead and try to proc on her tier 3, even though normally I like to cancel it, only because the tier 3 is in an iframe and it really adds to her survivability, like big time. All right, so we're going to do that again, guys, because the run kind of got a little screwed up a little bit. But I will say using Maya's leadership definitely helps her survivability compared to what it was whenever I was trying this with She-Hulk. For sure, man. But I mean, the beautiful thing though about Black Widow is this 3-4-5 combo. Now, obviously, whenever I use it for ABX, I'm probably going to end up slapping a Rage on her, right? I'm probably going to put a Rage on her because that's going to be the optimal way to go. Now, I want to get out of these toxic meteorites. Even though we have a debuff, I still want to get out of it just to avoid any kind of damage we might take. And I'm just going to hit the 3-4 tier 3, right? And the tier 3 really is nice because it keeps you in an iframe, so you don't take near as much damage. Now, the proc actually triggered, which kind of blows. That's kind of the bad thing about that tier 3 is it does set off the proc once again because it is a very, very long skill. Now, I'm going to try to kind of run away, get away from any toxic meteorites, just get out of range of any kind of danger, hopefully. And we're going to build up our meter again. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, she does pretty good damage, honestly. This is, really with 70% physical attack and 22% pierce, I gotta say, Black Widow does get it done. Like, as far as her damage, this is actually a really, really good run that she's doing, right? I mean, we did that, and, a minute 20 seconds, actually a little bit less than a minute and 20 seconds. So I probably could do this if I wanted to push it. But like I said earlier, I do want to build her for ABX. I do want to build her for ABX, and she really needs to be tier 4. And like I said, I got this theme going along right now where I just kind of want to tier 4 all of my Avengers, right? They just hold a special place in my heart. And you guys can see whenever you do take her up to tier 4, her physical attack is going to jump up by 11,000 right now, depending on the amount of physical attack you have in your cards. Really depends on how much you're actually going to gain. But that's not a tremendous amount. I mean, it's a good amount, but it's not tremendous. But her HP, look at that HP bump that she gets. For survivability, this is nuts. That's a lot of HP. So let's do it, guys. Let's see what happens, man. She's ready to go. Let's do it. Let's watch this. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before, right? We've seen it. Nice. Tier 4 Black Widow. Pretty cool. My third tier 4. Hail to the yeah. Hail to the yeah. That's what we're talking about, guys. That's what we're talking about, right? And as far as tier 4 character, a character I can put in with her, let me see here. Let me find somebody that we can use, right? So Thor will give her an increased attack by 36%. I mean, it's not really the greatest, is it? Right? I mean, she's not really getting as much as what we really want. I mean, Sentry gives her 42% increased attack. That's nice. And 55% increase to damage. So, I mean, we might go with good old Sentry. We're just going to go ahead and stick with Sentry because I don't feel like going through here and trying to figure out, you know, which one of these is the best. But that 42% and increase to damage dealt by 55%, that's going to be pretty damn strong. So let's take her back in there and see what happens as far as playing with her. And I really almost wish I'd be doing this on my phone because I know it would be a lot better, right? You know, how much of a difference in damage will this actually be? Because now we're getting that extra 55% damage dealt, right? We're also getting the, you know, extra 11% physical attack added to our stats. All right, guys. So unfortunately, I was having a bunch of problems with the emulator. So I went ahead and decided to just go ahead and do a run with Black Widow at tier 4 on my phone. And to be perfectly honest, guys, it's just a lot easier to do it that way. Anyways, a little bit more editing, but it's all good. At least you get to see her, and that all no lag glory is what we'd always like to see, especially with these gameplay of all these characters. And I gotta say, guys, you know, I actually got to play with her quite a bit before I actually did that run, and I'm pretty pleased with Black Widow. She's not the strongest character of all the tier 4s by any means. The other ones, a lot of the others are definitely stronger than her. But man, I tell you what, she is so much better with that tier 4. As I will show you guys right now, man, she is just so much stronger that it's not even funny. Man, she's way, way better than what she was, as you guys are going to see. So I hit that 3, 4, 5. I built up that meter. And you can already see a little bit of improvement in her damage. She's probably doing about a bar more of damage than what she previously did when she was just at level 80, right? Now watch this. I hit the 3, 4, 5, and I hit that tier 4, right? Well, she's going to evade a bunch of attacks. And look at that. She doesn't get caught in the cage. Matter of fact, she doesn't get caught in anything. There is the one attack by Knull where he does the purple attacks. I'm not really sure if she can dodge that. But I know she can evade everything else. Like, she doesn't take any damage at all, as you'll see through this run, guys. Her survivability is just skyrocketed with that tier 4, and obviously she's going to be doing a lot more damage because the extra damage dealt from the tier 4 and the extra stats from having, you know, 11,000 more physical attack than what I currently had. And she is just so much better. And even if she, you know, doesn't remain a meta for very long, because, you know, knowing that Marvel, being the fact that we only got one speed, right? We got a bunch of combats, we got a couple blasts, we got one universal, so more than likely we'll get a universal or a blast next. Universal or a speed next. So she might not be in the meta very long, especially if they throw in another female superhero, but you just never know, right? We never know. And aside from that, just like I said earlier, guys, I'm kind of on this kick where I just want to tier 4 the Avengers. I just want to tier 4 these specific characters because right now she is a meta. She is used in a lot of ABL, ABX. She's a very, very good character, and I need her personally for this stage 80 clear. I need her. There are other characters that could maybe do this with, but on my account, it's just super, super tough, guys. Even with Kamala, very, very, very tough. This is just way easier. And I got another tier 4 in waifu, right? So it's all good. I'm really happy with this and happy that I did it. I mean, you just, you don't have to worry about nothing with her. Now, here's a little tricky with Knull, because a lot of times when you do your tier 3, you'll swing around and he'll actually interrupt your skill, and it really sucks. That's why you saw me hit the 3, 4, tier 3, 5, right? And then hit my tier 4, and that's another thing. When I hit the tier 4, you know, Knull has penetration. He can actually do damage to you. So with that evade from her tier 4, she just doesn't take any damage, right? I mean, you're going to hear me say that a lot in this video because she doesn't. She's so much better than what she was. Now, that kind of sucked, but luckily we did have, you know, a little bit more HP, and there really sucked because we were at a bit of a distance, so I couldn't hit my tier 4 or tier 3 right away, and it caused us to get our proc off. So we actually lost out on damage just now, which royally sucks. So we actually could have done this clear that you guys are going to see even faster. And this is the first time that I am going to clear stage 80. This is the first time that I did it. And after I did all those practice runs with the emulator and just went ahead and decided I'm going to do a recording on my phone, I did this the first time, guys. First time, first run, queued it up. I did get a little practice from the emulator, I will say, but it's definitely night and day difference for me to play on my phone compared to my emulator. I mean, I love using the emulator for making videos because it's just easier, but the phone, I just can't deny, man, the OS 22 Ultra, it just plays the game beautifully. It does, man. It's smooth as silk, man. It's awesome. So yeah, we're going to run around here. Now, another thing about Black Widow, she has a lot of native dodge, right? I mean, we got 75% dodge in our kit. We also dodge a lot of attacks as well, that's just something that she always has, which is really nice. Now, watch this. This is something I never thought I'd see with Black Widow. Whenever stage 80, Knull, during this attack, and because of the tier 4, we don't take any damage. Look at our health. Nothing. Didn't take any damage at all, did all that damage. So you can attack Knull ahead of time and then finish him off in this part of the phase. That's awesome, guys. I mean, it's like she's not tanky, but she plays like Black Widow, right? She dodges everything and evades attacks, and she really feels like, well, a godly character. I know, I mean, like I said earlier, she's not as strong as other tier 4 characters, and maybe I'll do a little comparison with her and other characters, but she is strong. She's definitely got some power. There's been other accounts that's been able to clear, you know, stage 90 above with a level 80 Black Widow. It's just I can't because I just don't have enough physical attack on my cars. I just don't. 70% seems like a lot to a lot of players, but when you're in this high a level, and also my Valor level is very low, my Resist level is very low against Knull, and that's another reason I just don't do as much damage as, say, other accounts, right? But still, she still gets it done. I mean, that tier 4 is just, that thing is nuts. I mean, this thing is just, it's evade 28 hits. That is awesome, guys. And seriously, I need to, maybe, I'm going to work on maybe try to find a better striker, you know, but pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Actually, Sentry worked out pretty damn good for the run you guys just saw. I don't know if he's the best. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit, but I'm loving Black Widow, man. I'm loving her. Even if she gets replaced very soon in the meta, because like I said, she's the only speed tier 4 that we have. So it is likely that Netmarble could throw in another speed very soon. I'm still happy that I did it. Because like I said, I'm on the kick. I just want to get the Avengers. I want to get them leveled up. I think I'm probably going to go for Thor next. So guys, let me know what you think about tier 4 Black Widow when I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GG+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.